Hey everyone, welcome back to Rent House channel. And for those of you who are viewing my channel for the first time, a very warm welcome to my Jalan-Jalan shopping mall segment. My name is Patrick, and today we have come to another shopping center. This is CITTA Mall Ara Damansara. Has any one of you been here? Now this mall is pretty unique. This mall is basically I would say a special concept outdoor shopping mall, and you can see there is a vast area of open air car park space. So for those of you who have parked outside, fret not, they have put up a netting like this, so probably it can help to reduce the wet. But fret not, there is also a basement car park. So if you are coming with your family, with children and all that, it would be better to park below. So what do we know about CITTA Mall? CITTA Mall was built in 2011, okay? And basically it houses a few anchor tenants. The supermarket is a Village Grocer. There used to be a GSC cinema here, but apparently it has closed down in October last year. And there is a CrossFit gym called CrossFit Pahlawan. Apparently that is the largest CrossFit gym in Malaysia with over 5,000 square feet of space, perched right at the rooftop of the CITTA Mall. There is also a Harvey Norman Factory Outlet store. I think it's one of its kind. Alright, so this is a factory outlet, which is a little bit different from the conventional outlet. There is also a Mr. D.I.Y here, and there is actually a pretty large furniture showroom called MAJUHOME. As you can see, if you are parked outside, there's not much of sheltered walkway, so that will be a little bit inconvenient for the children. So in terms of shopping mall concept, I actually pretty like this concept of outdoor shopping mall, which is very common in the Western countries. Also, one thing I would like to say is that there is quite a large landscape area here, okay, and this basically gives a kind of a tropical feel to the mall, right? Now, CITTA Mall was actually a development between a foreign real estate company and a local property developer known as Pusat Dana. But I believe they have sold the shopping mall to a real estate management trust under the management company called ARA or ARA. So CITTA Mall is conveniently accessible via NKVE and the old Subang Airport Road. It is a neighborhood mall that is situated in the neighborhood of Ara Damansara. So surrounding this CITTA Mall, you have quite a high dense residential neighborhood, mainly the Ara Damansara Township residents. And there are also a couple of condominiums situated just right next to this shopping mall. Among them are the Puncak Nusa Kelana, and also on the behind there is this luxury condominium known as the Potpourri. Common ground. So right now we are going up to the ground floor of CITTA Mall. At one side there is a Chili's restaurant, and there are some other retail lots which I believe has moved out. So in terms of a concept mall like this is actually an outdoor shopping mall with a couple of alfresco outlets. Mainly this mall will mainly serve the convenience needs of the surrounding neighborhood, and I would say it's good to have all the essentials and all the F&B, including certain bar outlets as well, some fast food chains as well, some common food that a family would enjoy. So normally ground floor will be the most lively, most vibrant floor. Right now is a weekday on Monday. The time now is about approximately 1 p.m. You can see that the crowd in this mall, it can be quite good sometimes because of the office crowd. And there are actually a couple of offices nearby as well, and there was a common ground co-working space on level 1. This is a Nasi Kandar, KAYU Nasi Kandar. It is also open here. And there is a Nando's here as well. This is probably the nearest outlet to their HQ. And CITTA Mall actually has an impressive flea market, a mini version of flea market. And I believe these retailers are here almost every day. Correct me if I'm wrong. There is a staff. There is a dim sum cuisine shop. And you can see the flea market is pretty expensive. And there is a Thai cuisine outlet here as well. Watson's. And a pet shop called Pet Mall. There's a caring pharmacy. It's very good you have all the F&B and all the pharmacy gathering in the same area. And there is also a garden right towards on the left side here. And on the far side you can see there is actually a machines outlet there as well. Some other F&B. Lau Lau here. There is Ugus, as well as Bear Coffee, a Tea Life Kiosk, Secret Recipe with a counter for Hokkaido baked cheese tarts. So as a outdoor mall, one thing you have to bear is you'll get sweaty quite fast because there's actually no aircon. So it's mainly just totally fan ventilated, as you can see. There's a Zeus here, Secret Recipe. It's quite a nice Zeus outlet. Some other retail lots like chicken rice shop, Sopong, and there is also a Jollibee here. Oh, that's interesting. And Jollibee is located just quite close to McDonald's. There is a designated corner for McDonald's. And a China HotPot barbecue, I believe is a halal one. So that's about the end of the ground floor. So right now I'm at level 1. It gets a little bit dark here, but it's still okay. So right now, as you can see, level 1, there's also not many crowd. There is an anchor tenant here called Peak Fitness, which is the gym. And there is a children's store here called Happy Kiddo. And there is a blessed shop here. It says that a blessed shop is a project by SIB KL Community Berhad. I think this shop is run by the SIB KL Church. Some other cosmetics and skincare related optometrician shops. There's a Maxis shop here. Some little playground for the kids. As you can see, the car park outside is pretty much filled up. So I guess majority of the crowd will go to the F&B. Some other shops here. There is a Mr. D.I.Y here as well. I guess Mr. D.I.Y is present in most of the neighborhood malls these days. There's a gadget store there. And right towards the other end, we are walking towards MAJUHOME concept store. This MAJUHOME has 2 levels here, which is pretty big for a premium furniture retailer. Oh, there's a Costa Coffee signage there. It's actually just a vending machine that's sitting inside the Peak Fitness gym. Some other retail units here. Oh, there is a very big Echo Shop. Echo Shop is a local discount store retailer. As the signage there says, Cawangan ke 177, which is the 177th outlet. I read the news that this retailer, Echo Shop, is planning a local IPO in Bursa later this year. This is interesting. It's a play village. It's called Play Village. There is an outdoor alfresco area, or in fact, this is actually what they call a mini petting zone, where you can bring your little pets. I suppose it's a play area for the kids. Ah. It's quite a huge outlet. It extended until the end. But in the meanwhile, there are some other retailers as well. As you can see, this mall is positioned to be a family friendly as they put up these benches as when parents are waiting for the kids at the play village, they can sit down here. Another aspect of parent friendly is there is a dedicated parents room. I believe in most of the floors they actually have this parents room. It's quite a big room, stretches all the way to the back, and there's a nursing room there inside there as well. It's part of the mall facilities. Baking studio. This is a new shop, Signature Home Concept Store. And yes, this is part of Play Village as well. And then finally, at the end, towards the end, you have a Ashley Furniture HomeStore. This is actually an American furniture retailer. They have been in Malaysia for a couple of years already. And one unique thing about this mall is that it has this, if I'm not mistaken, it's actually the first indoor tennis court in Malaysia. Wow, having a first indoor tennis court in Malaysia, and it's fully ventilated with air condition as well. And then you have Treasure Box, which is a tuition center specializing in Singapore syllabus, I believe. And that's about the end for level 1. So right now I'm at level 2. And as you can see, there is pretty much not many people right here at level 2. On this side, there is I believe an exhibition center, mini exhibition center known as the Space. And because today is Monday, I believe there will not be any events here. On the far end, there is MAJUHOME, which is right from the first floor all the way to the second floor. It's a two-level store here. I guess there's nothing much left there. So the weather today is very good. You can see the Puncak Nusa Kelana condominiums are just next door. So right now there is this outdoor staircase, and that is something very unique. I find this quite unique in Malaysia, as we seldom have an outdoor kind of concept mall. So this staircase lead me to level 3, which is the highest floor in this mall. As you can see, there's nothing much here. I believe there are some retail lots that have been converted into office lots. And among them, you can see this is actually the Nando's headquarters. Some other office lots. And there is a Persian carpet shop. And on this side, I believe is a Harvey Norman Factory Outlet. Oh, it's pretty huge. As you can see, there is some CNY clearance stocks here. Very huge factory outlet from Harvey Norman. There's some renovation that is ongoing here. I believe there used to be an office here, but I think they have moved out as well. There is one very interesting tenant here. It's called the Cactus Boy Nursery. And wow, they actually grow the cactus right here in the shopping mall. And for cactus lovers, I think this could be your place. So this is the headquarters of Malaysia Aviation Group, which is housed inside this mall. Malaysia Aviation Group is actually the parent company of our Malaysia Airlines, our flag carrier. They also own the Firefly and the Mars Wings, and also other travel-related businesses. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they are in the process of selling off Mars Wings to the Sarawak government. And I think that deal is about to complete soon. One thing I like about this mall is that they will give you a directory that hang right at the ceiling here to tell you what are the retail lots that is coming up at the other side. This is actually the escalator that goes down to the lower ground floor. And the anchor tenant of this mall is Village Grocer, one of the anchor tenants. So obviously the supermarket is normally housed at the lower ground level. You can see that Chinese New Year is coming up. So normally the grocers or the supermarkets will stock up the Chinese New Year goods right in front of their entrance, as these are the seasonal products. Some couple of hampers here as well. And there are a couple of retail lots that complement the supermarket. Like there is a bakery shop here. Some other conveniences. There is also a clinic here, a dental clinic. And also a Ace hardware shop. So I'm right now inside the Village Grocer. And what's interesting is that there is actually a BookXCess inside the Village Grocer. Rent a book and buy a coffee. Village Grocer. So as you walk out this glass door, Basically, this is actually the mall lower ground floor, and also it's adjoining with the basement car park as well. And I can say that at this time, 1 p.m. and on the weekdays, the car park is pretty much filled up as well. Oh, there is also an EV charging station here as well, operated by Shell Recharge. So for those EV owners, you may come here to charge your EV cars. And for this app, basically, you can just download either the PlugShare or Park Easy app to identify the parking bay for the charging use. So as you can see, the car park is pretty much filled up. For an outdoor mall like this, that position itself as a neighborhood mall, I think the footfall is pretty good for a weekday. Probably, I reckon some of the footfall is coming from the offices. There's a lot of office workers as well. And also I think MAG, which is the Malaysia Airlines parent company, is also a big office tenant here. So that's why easily they could bring in a couple of hundred of workforce to this mall. So for this mall, there is actually an outdoor and an indoor car park area. This is actually the indoor car park area. And you can see it's pretty much filled up. So I think this is the end of my video here. If you have any mall that you would like to suggest for me to visit and review, please comment below. And if you like my video, and as usual, please share it with your friend and subscribe to my Rent House channel. I would hope that your subscription will give me a lot of motivation to do more jalan-jalan shopping mall videos like this. So I see you in my next episode of Jalan-Jalan Shopping Mall.